Yo guys, welcome to the Blue Podcast. This is the Purple Show with me, Tom, Ben, Cam, and Fab. How you boys doing?
Good.
I'll ask you as soon as I take a drink. Lovely. Nice.
Yeah.
Good, thank you. Thank you, Tom.
Feeling better after yesterday?
Yes, thank you. Nice bit of Chepstow races.
Yep.
Mm.
Anyone win big?
No.
Oh, you know, I went on Coral earlier. I got 50 quid in my bank account.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, great stuff. Great stuff.
So I think I just about broke even the whole day.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
£35 online, £15.
But you didn't lose any. So it's fine.
I lost 10 quid in drinks.
Okay.
Do you go positive or negative?
Technically I was green. Technically.
No, you weren't green.
Technically.
No.
Right.
How did you win money?
I always win. I'm winning at life.
He's grey, he's boring. He's a bit boring old. Can't say that.
All good.
Let's talk about some football. International break right now, obviously.
Boring.
So very boring. England won 5-0 against Andorra yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Really
as we said,
exciting.
Foden played out of his skin.
Yeah.
Tammy got a goal somehow.
So did Saka. Gonna put that out
Got a
there.
goal. He did absolutely nothing else apart from score a goal.
Still scored. Still scored.
Sam Johnson, monster performance as well.
Grealish got his first international goal.
That's right. It was everything.
Yeah, Basuma was world class.
Oh dear.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a bit of news, isn't it? Basuma's supposedly been arrested. Welcome to the prison.
Supposedly.
Well, definitely.
Prison FC.
Welcome to Prison FC.
You know, I think that's like a recent thing, isn't it? I think
Got some good what do you call good squad depth they're saying, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the five-side team is they've
They'll turn into 11-a-side before the end of it.
This is true.
A bit of a yikes for Brighton as well. I think.
Well, that's probably their best player.
He's good. Yeah, he's a good player. I mean, I kept on saying before that I wanted him for Arsenal.
Yeah, glad you didn't take him now.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
He's ruined his career doing that because loads of clubs were in for him, were interested.
His career, to be honest, Ben. I think he's messed up
a lot of things.
Yeah,
but like just in terms of in a footballing perspective, like
wasted talent.
Wasted talent.
Anyway, moving on from guilty criminals.
Got on Fab.
No, I was letting.
Oh, you leave it to me?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, you're talking about international break, and I felt bad for interrupting on a slightly darker tone.
Well, no, I thought you were going to come in there with a map with a really good point or something.
Matt Phillips.
Okay.
No.
But
To be fair, apart from the England games, I don't really care about any other international.
I mean, France had a very, very good comeback against Belgium.
Yeah, Italy lost to Spain, but they beat Belgium today.
Did they beat Belgium today? Okay.
Yeah.
Again, none of us care.
Yeah.
When's the final?
Later tonight.
Tonight. What time?
Who's even in it?
It's France versus Spain.
Spain.
Okay.
Yeah, France, Spain.
Oh,
Yeah, they got nothing on the Reds anyway. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Jesus.
League positions. I think you'd probably be as happy as I am in terms of where you've ended up from considering the start of the season.
100%. Surely. We're not bottom of the league. Hey!
I mean, you're above first from the front.
We were. I think we've gone back ahead by just about because we drew against somebody in the last game. But yes, we did overtake them at one point, and I mean, we beat them as well. Even better.
3-0.
It's right, 3-1.
3-1, sorry.
Beating 3-0 in the first half. That's all that matters, yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I can't really complain about it. It's not looking too bad. But then you could say, well, if we hadn't had as poor of a start, if we don't drop points against Brentford at the start of the season, Chelsea City don't really see much difference in those results. But it could have been an even better start. But you just got to keep it going now. Arteta got manager of the month.
Somehow, I understand how he got it, but like the fact that Arteta got it is questionable.
The turnaround after the form that we started in, and then the form that we had for this month.
Cristiano got bloody player of the month, didn't he? I know he scored goals and played well, but I thought Salah would get it, me. But
true. Yeah. After scoring against City as well.
Yeah.
He's got a worldie against us.
Cracking goal against us, but
Yeah.
we came back.
You want to speak about that game?
Not really.
The draw. It was a good draw.
It was an entertaining game.
Yeah.
It sort of exposed. I don't know. Well, maybe in some ways exposed our need for a striker because we completely. I don't know what you thought, but we completely dominated that first half. Or 30 minutes of it at least.
Yeah. I'd say that last half an hour of the first half, you completely dominated.
Yeah.
I don't remember the game particularly well, but we were never dominated in that game.
Oh.
I do
beg to differ.
I seriously do. Like Ben said, the first half an hour they were in control. They should have capitalised on that.
Yeah.
And they missed out.
Equals.
But
they were. But then you grew into the game, and 2-2 was a fair result.
It was.
Yeah, it was fair.
Was it 3-2?
It was 2-2.
It was 2-2, yeah.
2-2.
It was 2-2, wasn't it?
What were you doing that day?
Yeah, did you even watch the game?
I just genuinely don't remember it. I just remember the Salah goal. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, when you don't capitalise on that, you basically, asking to concede. Like the other team is bound to, come back into it.
That game slapped you up. We deserved the fucking 4 points.
Is there a bonus point now for like best goal or something?
Yeah.
You have FPL bonus point.
I think if you score a screamer like that, Salah should just get like a point, like a little sticker. An extra point in the league.
Actually, when speaking of that game, for the first time I've ever seen, there was a joint man of the match.
I was literally just what I was about to say as well. Yeah. Foden and Salah, joint man of the match.
Was he even playing?
Yeah, he scored a goal, man.
Must have been really poor because otherwise I would have remembered it.
It was a beautiful finish.
It might have been Carragher or Neville. They were
the fishing line out.
they were like praising him quite a lot.
Yeah, he did play well, and he did play very well for England as well. But
English.
why can't you just appreciate when someone plays well?
No, I just genuinely think he's just terrible. I don't think any team would accept him. I think he'd probably end up on the academy.
James Milner's better.
Yeah, you see Milner that game.
That's where it'll take you.
No, James Milner shouldn't even been on the pitch.
Yeah, true.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That was the best part of his performance.
So he did that tackle on Bernardo Silva, and then Henderson had the cheek to like have a go at him for diving. I was like, have you just seen what happened? He's like been bent in half by him. Like,
there's a lot of things I'd like to say about Bernardo Silva I cannot say on this live stream, but he is. I can't say that either. But my point still stands.
Well, we haven't said a point.
I can't say it, Tom. That's the problem. He's just a fake player.
Did you see he's running the first half?
I think he's played really well this season, I'm going to be honest.
Like his running the first half was unreal, and that pass to Foden would have finished that. Would have been like one of the assists of the season.
Crazy.
Yeah, but Foden, to be fair, I'll back Fab here. Foden didn't finish it, so.
But he scored after, so it's all right.
He did score afterwards, yeah.
Don't care.
Moving on to Chelsea, let's say. Top of the league. It's where we like to fucking be, considering the amount the teams we played at the start of this season. I think we've actually done really well. But we played drew with you.
Yeah, we should have won that game.
We lost to City.
We're not just like gonna go over or you're losing to City. We got to talk about that.
It was probably the one game this season where we have just not looked good. But we have not looked good. We were bad. Tuchel got it tactically completely wrong.
As always.
No, and probably for the first time in his managerial career as a Chelsea coach.
Yeah, probably. Apart from that, he's been alright.
Yeah,
and I mean, you weren't even like it wasn't even that bad. We
just got it very wrong.
But apart from that, he's still top of the league, right? So.
Yeah, so I mean, let's be honest. You may have been us, but we're still top of the league. So
Yeah,
The first purple showing
but it should have. Like,
last year top of the league.
It's a bit convenient, that, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's very
Yeah.
convenient.
Well, we've had a first purple show in a long time, and Chelsea just so happens to be the best team in the league right now.
Right. Well,
Moving
no one
on.
agrees.
Moving on. Newcastle, eh?
Oh, no. Let Ben say what he's about to say first.
I
I was just.
Chelsea, to be fair. So.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say. To be fair, I thought. I mean, it could have been more that game, but I thought Grealish played well that game. He had a few.
So in my eyes, he's
Grealish has been. I said this at the start of the season as well. He's played like £100 million player.
Yeah.
Which is quite hard to do. It's quite difficult to do.
He's actually come into this City team and nailed down a spot that is his, and probably been your most consistently good player this season.
He's been a standout, which is hard to do in City's team because they're all very good.
He still gets me.
I mean, I'm gonna say it. De Bruyne's been poor again.
He's coming back from
De
injury.
Bruyne.
Again.
Yeah, he's come back off an injury, but against Liverpool, he had a stinker, but he scored a goal. So like he made a difference. So it's like you can't, you know what I mean? Like he's still got the quality in him,
isn't it? They might be quiet all game, and then they still contribute way into the game that's massive. Salah does that every week. So.
Yeah, sounds like every week.
Yeah. Please don't.
It's like he takes it as an insult, even though we just complimented him.
No. It's more the fact that I'm worried we're going to sell him now. And we sell Salah, we are screwed.
Does he want to leave?
Well, he's contracted till 2023, so he's got this season, next season, I think. Yeah, he's got next season with us, but then that's it. He's out of contract.
But you don't want him to go for free, do you?
No.
That would be like the worst thing you could do.
To be honest,
how old is he now? He's like 29?
30.
30?
Yeah, he's
Wow.
old. Mane, Firmino, and Salah are all 29, 30.
The age of players is going up though, so if he can stay fit,
Well,
it's not a problem.
For example, against England yesterday, 41-year-olds tried to Cristiano Sancho and pulled his hammy.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I mean,
he was the highlight yesterday.
Yeah, that Chelsea game exposed again why we need a striker. Every game seems to expose it, but you know,
it must suck just not having a striker, you know.
Yeah. Although some people are arguing that it helps in a way because if you don't have that striker, you have another winger or midfielder or whatever. They've got more energy, so you're able to press higher at the pitch and stuff like that. But then again, it's whatever side of the debate you fall on. It's like either you think that's better, or those chances that you miss, you think you would convert those with a striker. So it's one of those ones, isn't it?
Like an Erling Haaland or Lukaku.
Lukaku.
Lukaku hasn't got me any points either, so I don't know what you were chatting about. How can you blank against Southampton? Honestly, that's just poor.
How did you blank against Southampton and won 2-0 and 3-1 and absolutely dominated them?
115
We dominated them all game.
Doesn't score.
He did score. He was just about an arm offside.
He's played for West Brom as well.
He used to play for West Brom. And he was a beast at West Brom.
Imagine selling Salah and De Bruyne and then bringing in some old Everton striker. Them not scoring. Could be me.
See, this just shows like
your position in the league again, Fab?
No one really cares.
How many goals have Jota and Firmino scored in the Premier League this season?
they're only a point behind you.
And they are at a point that was probably if it wasn't for Lukaku, is what I'm saying.
About he's slamming into Jota and Firmino. I think they both played pretty well this season. Got a couple of goals each, haven't they?
I mean, they're not playing consistent game time each either.
Well, yeah, they split the striker role pretty much 50-50 so far this season. Put them together, they got like maybe 3 goals.
But Newcastle, that's I didn't see it coming till it happened. Football's just exploded, and we can't insult City about the money they have anymore.
Well, no, it depends if Newcastle actually spend it. That's the thing. Like they might have rich owners.
I'm sure they will.
There's rich owners like Chelsea and City, and then there's rich owners like Newcastle.
But there's only so much money you can actually.
It gets to the point. So there's those graphs that go around. It's like, oh, City's owners, Chelsea's owners, blah blah blah, and then that Newcastle's owners 300 billion, whatever. But when it gets to a point when you're in the billions, where an extra billion is nothing.
Yeah.
And then you've got and then there's only so much you can do within the confines of football and FFP.
Well, it's come out that there's no FFP this season.
Yeah,
so, play. Newcastle actually legally can spend 190 million with play because of how crap of an owner. What's his name was?
Ashley, because he left him with a profit.
All he wanted to do was suck money out of that club. And they actually have 190 million they can spend legally, which is mental.
But, I mean, I saw something about who's going to be their Robinho signing, for City. Who's going to be the first big name that walks through the door that's kind of gets the ball rolling for them. And then over the next 4 or 5 seasons, you might see Newcastle as title contenders or
by about 2024, 2025, they'll be knocking the door of Champions League. If they will invest, they just have to get the recruitment right, the investment right, and the structure right, and then they'll be there, and they probably will. But
it's a bit strange for us because Newcastle was never growing up. For me, Newcastle's never been a big club. But
before we were born, though, they were quite.
Yeah. So
they were challenging with United, weren't they? So
they've had stints in the Champions League. They've come second in the league multiple times and second in the FA Cup a couple of times as well. They've always been up there until Mike Ashley took over.
It's almost for me, it's like a Leeds United that's they've got back into the Premier League after being up the top, dropping down, going back to the top. But Newcastle are going to go all the way,
probably.
Because of the money that they've got. So,
you see that because obviously it was supposed to happen last year, but then they blocked it because there was all the various things, and then obviously they resolved that, and then it happened, and all 19 Premier League clubs not happy because they didn't get kept in the loop. And then I saw that there was some clubs that were particularly not happy because they think it'll reflect badly on the Premier League, in terms of, the Saudi Arabian owners, not great human rights. And I was like, yeah, fair enough. But I mean, I can see why City and Chelsea getting the piss taken out of them if it's City and Chelsea who said this, because for them to say that when they know full well our Abu Dhabi owners are not saints. Abramovich is not a saint. So it's the cheek to say that if it is them is just come on. I'm not saying that they've done fantastic for the first.
I'm pretty sure the new Burnley owners as well are Egyptians have been said to be slightly questionable morally as well. We've just been coming as well. So it'll be interesting. But that does remind me of the fact that Abramovich might be allowed back in the country again soon. Whoa, yes. Finally.
You could your owners reflect your club to a certain extent, but as a whole, it's mostly a fan base, isn't it? It's mostly the whole culture of the club, and it's not. So even though Newcastle have now got these owners, that's going to be so loud.
That's going to be so loud on the microphone.
Yeah. The actual culture of the club is not that, so I don't think it will affect it too badly.
Newcastle are well known for having stupidly loyal fans.
Exactly.
Stupidly loyal.
Yeah.
A bit like Liverpool.
So, they're
just unbearable.
So.
Yeah, you're just unbearable. They're just stupidly loyal.
My point on Newcastle is just exactly the same thing as happened before with Man City. So I'm just cool.
You just know it's coming as well. You can't stop it either. It's just
No, but you have got to bear in mind the comparisons of the fact that if you add up every single owner in the Premier League, they still haven't got the same amount of money as those owners.
I mean, these owners that Newcastle have got now are literally, it's like the wealth of the country. It is the wealth. It is literally
ridiculous.
It is absolutely the team that they could have.
Spenny.
is frightening.
But as Ben has said, it will be interesting to see what they can do with financial fair play.
Obviously,
go on, Ben.
Sorry, obviously that like the financial fair play won't be as restrictive, but it's still there. So but I mean they've been linked with players left, right, and centre. I've seen Coutinho, Lingard, Tarkowski. There's another one that I saw. Who was it? Oh, Fekir. Like
Yeah.
Loads of these top players like getting linked with them.
What they can afford to do now is not just pay the money for these players to the clubs, but also offer them high wages. They'll be competing with the highest wages in the league. To attract players.
The thing is now though is you have PSG who essentially made the most expensive, within reasons, within the confounds of money, you cannot go and do much more than PSG already have done. So I'm not that worried about it. I mean, obviously it's different because they're in the Prem.
Yeah.
But
the team that PSG have created is a bit mad.
Yeah.
But then there's going to be a cycle of the newest players that they can now get their hands on. It's going to go through the process of they might actually be getting the best teams from the Premier, the best players from the Premier League and from Europe as well, because they can now afford it.
Agents will be going nuts knowing that they will get insane contracts if the player goes to Newcastle.
Sell them Salah for 500 million. Give or take.
We have such a serious conversation, a really intellectual one.
Well, the thing is, as a Liverpool fan, you just literally, our job is to sit and watch with these sort of conversations because we don't matter. We don't spend any money. We don't invest. We upgrade our stadium once in a while, which is nice. But,
it kind of keeps yourself and find the gems.
Yeah, when you literally spend the entire transfer window doing nothing, what the other teams do doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
That's kind of deep.
That was very deep.
I still believe Ismail Sarr is your replacement for one of your wingers.
I've been going on about it for 10 years.
So long.
and he's playing really well for Watford in the Premier League.
It's just this.
Wasn't he involved in their 3-0 win recently?
I think probably, yeah. He's got to be.
Yeah, he did do bits from our fantasy team. Had him in from the start.
And I mean, I don't know if anyone else watches Ben Foster's Cycling GK YouTube channel, but he bangs on about Sarr in training for at night. And
obsessed with him.
Yeah,
I do love Cycling GK.
So he's got to be good. I think
please, FSG, if you're watching this, sign Ismailia.
Yeah, if FSG are watching the Blue podcast on the...
I might retweet it on Twitter, maybe. I'll think about it. But if I do, they will see it. So
you never tweet anything about us.
Your contacts, eh?
I have contacts. Very high places. Even Stevie G follows me, even though he doesn't have a Twitter account. He still follows me.
Great stuff.
But it's on his burner.
It's private.
Yeah.
That's about the predictions league we've had.
Yes.
It's been an interesting start to the season, a couple ups and downs. We've got.
Am I right in saying that there's certain someone that's here is the leader?
I'll get to that.
It's me.
So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 15 people get correct predictions.
I'll tell you what Tom put in the chat a few weeks ago as well after he said that.
Okay, all right, go on.
I'm now worried, but so in joint last place, with a grand total of 1 correct prediction, we've got our boy Conor at Yank Talking Smack.
Is that Jack?
No, that's another Liverpool fan called Jack Mac LFC.
Here's Jack.
We got Ant_LCFC. It's not Jack. Well, it's Jack, but it's not our Jack. We got a Leicester fan, and we got Kieran's cousin, Brad. Then Legend. The only person on 2 points, we've got, I think he's called Bradley, full-time focus, who's a Leicester fan.
I thought I said Phil.
That's Jack's Twitter.
And then on a joint third, we've got I'm not saying that guy's Twitter handle because I have no idea how to say it. So 00826 on 3 points. Our boy Cameron Blount on 3 points, and we've got Golden Show host Josh as also on 3 points. Then all in second place here we got Fab.
Easy money.
We've got SLBEN8. I don't know how to say it. We got me. I'm on 4 points. We got Keza on 4 points. We've got Doug from Dugout's Football Channel on 4 points. And we got Jack on 4 points. And then...
Wait, that's Jack.
That's Jack.
Enrod 1992.
No, at the Red, White and Blue show. At the Red,
That's
White,
Jack. Jack's on the same points as me.
Yeah,
No, I'm
changing
changing that right now.
There's no way.
He is. I've been shook. He was the first person to get to 4 points after Ben. That's why he's at the top there.
Jesus.
I know.
I'm going to stop him from being able to make
And then we got Ben in first. 5 prediction points.
Just like Spurs. He's still going to.
So Tom said in the chat a few weeks ago, he's like, he put up when I think it was on 4 points, and everyone else on the street he was like, "Fuck off, Ben. Since when did you become good at predictions?" Like, I was like, I came third last season. Like, I'm not that bad.
You did go through a horrendous patch though, to the point where you almost gave up.
Yeah, that is very true. Very true. I just had to get going, but I mean, I'm sure people will catch up. But I'm in there. I'm in there with a chance.
In the mixer.
Yeah, he's a good start. And then should we do a little FPL update? If we want to do like a separate video,
okay.
Just do a little FPL update.
Oh yeah.
And I know Fab wants to talk about his FPL, and why is that?
Because I'm smashing it.
You're gonna read out the top 10.
Oh, I'm top 40 now.
Top 40.
Absolutely gutted.
And where are you in the Blue Podcast League?
Just first in everything, mate. Absolutely smashing it. Liverpool.
Read out the top 10 for the podcast one.
Overall, 40k. Oh,
not bad.
You see this, man? You see that?
Chee!
Your feet. No, they can't see it.
No, I can see that.
Yeah. Wait. Can you see this? Can you see this?
I definitely like you.
Cam's hiding from us. You see Cam in second place.
I can see Cam in second. Yeah.
I'm going to beat you.
Yeah.
You're still 30 points behind me, mate. Good luck with that.
What's 285?
612.
What's the podcast group top 10?
The top 10 in the Blue Podcast is in 10th place. We've got Ali Robertson, who's my mate from school. We've got Ads, don't know who he is. We've got Nathan Morgan. We've got Will Reese.
That's my mate.
That's your mate. We got Simpy Simpson.
Oh, that's my mate.
Is it?
No.
We got Chris Paul.
The basketball player.
Chris Paul?
Yeah.
Well, I know who he is. He's definitely not a basketball player. Tom Connolly, our striker for the
Done his
Reds.
quad in today.
He did do his quad in today.
Good luck with your recovery, Tom. You better be watching this video or you're getting dropped from the Reds.
We got my mate Lloydie in third. We got my mate Tim in second, and then we got C Senor Fabian Hughes in first place by a comfortable 15 points as well.
Am I actually?
Yeah, you're 15 points clear in first place.
I think we should see where Tom is in the league.
I'm 29.
Keep going.
29. Considering I was in 35th at one point.
Where's your dad?
Only 6 places.
My dad's in 48 points. Should we have a look at his team though? Because it's quite questionable. So he's got Mendy in goal, fair enough. Aspi, Walker Peters, Van Dijk, Ward-Prowse, Bruno Fernandes, Greenwood, Alisson, Lukaku, Origi, Ings, and on the bench he's got Dawson, Maguire, Mendy. So I don't think he's looked at his team for a very, very long time.
Origi is a shout though.
And then my uncle's in last place with a total of 238 points.
Maybe it runs in your genes, Tom. Just being shit.
Cheers, man. Cheers. Team Fab, what's your team?
No, I'm not sharing it. That's context.
Points from last week.
Jesus. You want to spill my secrets? The same team as last week, by the way. Shh. I'm sorry.
You got to share
your points. We all know no one watches up to about 29 minutes.
Yeah, that's trash. Well, I could be getting stalked because I'm like that good at FPL. I could make my own YouTube channel.
I mean, yeah, go ahead. It might bring more views to us.
Nah.
Yeah, we were talking about the guy who wouldn't even take a video of himself reacting to a football game.
I mean, Ben didn't want to do either. I haven't seen you do one.
That's because it hasn't been a Chelsea game yet.
I mean, yeah, but where's your laptop?
Broken. Yeah, you're not right. Broken. You dickhead. You do your points. Like, what did you get last week?
I don't want to talk about last week. No, talk about the week before. Actually, the week before that.
No.
Talk about the most recent week.
All right, fine.
You're still top.
Everything right. Grealish blanked. Rafinha blanked. Sarr got a yellow card and blanked. Shaw blanked. Cresswell blanked. Antonio blanked. Tony blanked. Lukaku, my captain, blanked. That's all your fault. We scored. Arsenal got me Ben White clean sheet. Cheers, Cam. Mesley got 6 points in there.
Who?
Mesley.
From Leeds.
Yeah. First clean sheet.
You must have like quite a few.
I actually beat Fab by 9 points last week.
Yeah.
You must have got quite a few more points ahead until last week. Or is that?
Yeah, probably.
Well, for the Blues Podcast League, the people below me, the people directly below me did even worse than I did.
Oh, right. I see.
Apart from Lloydie.
Yeah.
But so, Tim was quite close behind you and then did really badly.
No, it was Chris.
Chris Paul did really badly as well,
Yeah. Well, actually, no, he did badly the week before that, actually.
Yeah. Well, I had Schmeichel in goal, got me 1 point. Reguilon got me 1 point. Tierney got me 6. Walker got me 1. Grealish got me 2. Again, crap. Salah captain with 26 points was a big play for me. Kovacic 2, Smith Rowe 3, Tony 2, Jesus 5, and Lukaku 2.
Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah, I've taken Ronaldo out, put Lukaku in, and they're playing Norwich. I'm going to captain him.
What, Lukaku?
Yeah, against Norwich.
He's come back from an international break early.
What for?
Injury.
You're taking
it. It might just be a little knock.
It's a fitness scare. It's not actually anything.
Because if he plays against Norwich,
he has to bang.
He has to score, right? He has to.
Fab's getting annoyed at some kids running down the road.
Random kids chatting shit. Nah, to be fair, I saw them on. I was looking there. They were on our porch earlier, like just standing there.
Good luck to them.
Right under that massive
Keep them away from Ben.
Keep it PG.
I'm all the way in Manchester.
Not you, Ben. A different Ben. Don't worry about it.
Right. I was like, what the hell?
You know which Ben I'm talking about. You know which Ben I'm talking about. Is there anything else you boys want to cover, or we had a very nice, sweet purple show?
I'm okay.
Yeah. You good, Fab? Is there anything else you want to say that's not Nat Phillips?
I think Salah is the best player in the world at the moment, and I'm being straight up.
Cameron actually got voted the most informed player ahead of Salah.
No.
I'd say he's probably the best player in the Premier League right now.
Yeah, easy. Easy.
Who's going to win the Ballon d'Or?
Oh, actually, we haven't covered that.
Yeah.
Mason Mount, mate.
No.
Phil Foden.
Phil Foden, is he even nominated?
Yeah.
You got nominated?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's going to be... I could quite easily... Chiesa didn't get nominated. I was a bit like...
Yeah, but I don't think he did enough for Juventus last season. That's what.
Nah, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe like Barella. It's like...
Yeah, but Barella didn't play for them last season, I think.
He played for Inter, didn't he?
Barella's been nominated. I actually don't know who it's going to be. Like, if they just go for Messi or Ronaldo, it's a bit boring.
But they shouldn't. I don't think it should be Messi or Ronaldo this season.
Ronaldo could get it.
Messi maybe his stats.
I've got a feeling they'll either give it to like Lewandowski or Salah or someone like that, or I've got a feeling they'll give it Messi because he won the Copper.
Yeah. See, Lewandowski was robbed of it last season.
Yeah.
So maybe
he did also go on a 13-game scoring streak already this year as well.
I think it'll be Lewandowski or Messi.
Yeah.
If France had won the Euros, I would have said Kante, but they didn't. So
Kante's one of the ones he's going to go into the radar for his whole playing career.
Yeah.
Like, as in, he's not going to get. Everyone knows he's world class. He's great, but like
it's because he's a CDM. He's not a striker or winger or something.
Like the credit.
I think you should play Kante on the wing.
World Cup winner, Champions League winner.
Give him a chance.
Premier League player of the season twice or once, once.
Ridiculous. But he's never going to win Ballon d'Or.
All right, well, let's to finish it off. Who's your Ballon d'Or winner? No, your opinion, like pure opinion.
Pure opinion of who I think should win it.
Yeah.
I'll say Lewandowski because he should have won it the year before.
Ben?
I was going to say the same, to be fair.
No.
Messi.
Mason Mount. All right, cheers, boys. Thanks for watching. This was the Purple Show on the Blue Podcast.
I can't believe you said Mason Mount.
I said it with chest. I always say everything with chest, mate. Those were our Ballon d'Or decisions at the end there as well. Had a little bit of FPL. Had our predictions league revealed as well. So I think we covered everything.
Mm-hmm.
If you enjoyed the video, do please give it a like, subscribe if you're new around here. We're trying to hit 1K by the end of the year. Fab's about to make a bottle of wine, and we'll see you guys next Sunday for another Purple Show.
So.